Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of my GregTech New Horizons playthrough. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode just on how I kind of recorded them ahead of time and to try to keep things semi-grouped together in episodes. So to get things started, I think we talked about that villager last time where we got a cinnamon tree from one. Anyways, so welcome to episode 3. We are going to start off just by getting some resources, starting with wood to get into Tinker's tools finally. So I planted a bunch of oak saplings and I've just been kind of gathering them up, as well as rubber saplings, because you are eventually going to need sticky resin to get to the water tank to kind of mitigate the finite water in this pack. I think you need the sticky resin for it. You need a good amount. I don't feel like making a tree tap, so I just plant a bunch of them and then chop them down. Once you get an extractor, you can extract the sticky resin and it gets you 3 rubber dusts or whatever they are, and then you can also put the rubber logs in there to get the rubber dust and the rubber saplings. So I just think it's just easier to, instead of making a bunch of tree taps, just plant them, let them grow, chop them down, rinse and repeat. So here I'm trying to still gather myself and figure out, I don't know why I don't just look at the quest book, because the quest is unlocked. Trying to figure out which foods I can remember from my head that I need to get planted in order to make the meals for the healing axe. So still slowly progressing towards that healing axe. It is super OP the earlier you get it, just so you don't have to worry about food as much. We're still using the village farm setup because it's just convenient and it's there. So there was a sneak peek of what we are working towards right now, is getting some sheets of paper. In order to get the sheets of paper, you gotta use wood with your mortar and pestle to get the wood dust. I forget what it's called, wood pulp, something like that. And you get that, and then basically craft 8 of those with a bucket of water, and you get, I think, 2 sheets of paper. So we want to do that 8 times. That gets us 16 paper, which 4 paper together in a crafting grid will get you 1 blank pattern for Tinker's construct tools. So even Tinker's construct is Gregified, which again I think makes this pack fun. I've played all the sandbox ones, all the mods, the Resident Rise, the Feed the Beast ones. Those are fun too. Yeah, so it's called wood pulp. Yeah, those packs are fun too. I am just kind of sick of them, and I like the grind of this pack. It's a fun grind. It's not too bad. You learn to do some automation to make your life a little bit easier. So yeah, 8 wood pulp equals 2 paper, right? I believe so. So let's take our crafting table. Take the crafting table. Oh. I think we're going to take the crafting table from the Tinker's building, maybe, so it holds my items. Another thing we're going to need is these cotton seeds. You don't really need those cotton seeds per se, but you want to utilize them to get, you can craft that cotton into the Natura cotton, which is more or less what you want. So yeah, let's take this crafting grid over to the little swampy area. This crafting grid allows items to stay in it when you leave the inventory. Yeah, there's that villager that I used for those boots later on here. I think I mentioned those 2 villagers in the last episode. So I'm going to plant these cotton seeds for now, but you really don't need these ones. You need the Natura ones. Because I am going to need string for some of these Tinker's tables, so we'll get that going right now. Alright, so 1 water, 8 wood pulp, 2 paper, and continue. And let's speed this up a little bit, huh? There we go. Alright, so that part's down. So we got the 16 paper, they give me another blank pattern, and then it's building all the tables. So the part builder requires a little bit of string, some logs, sticks, planks, that good stuff. Stencil table, needs some fences, blank pattern, sticks. Tool needs a crafting station, sticks and a blank pattern, and a chest and sticks and a blank pattern for the pattern chest. So let's get that going. I don't know why I have this sign. I must have got that from the Tinker's building. We'll put it here. Yeah, why not? Great, looks great. Perfect sign. So yeah, if you didn't know you do that, you can do that. That's from Draconic Evolution. I think it's keybind V, as in Victor. And we're going to need to keep making these chests because we are constantly running out of inventory because I like to hoard things. Probably have a ton of stuff already that I'm never going to use. I keep piling it up. So, typical me, I forget the stuff that I need very frequently. I think right now I'm just trying to get as many sticks as I'm going to need for this stuff. Those barricades are going to be tough because I need to get string. I don't know if I have string already. I might have killed a couple spiders. And I better sleep. Because I put these villagers in danger often. Like currently right now. Alright, so fence posts. And I already forgot what I needed probably. Come on, Sleepy, figure it out. Yeah, you need the barricades for that one. You need the fence posts for that one. You can make that one right now. You can make that one. You can make that one. Oh, soft mallet. Missing the soft mallet. There we go. Nope, can't do that one, buddy. Yeah, so I didn't want to use the Tinker's crafting table because in order to make one I need a saw, and I currently don't have a saw right now. So I want to keep this one. This one's much more useful. So bingo, got the stencil table. What's that? The tool station. What am I missing? Oh, right there. Tool station. Pattern chest. Bingo. Now we just need whatever the other one was. Part builder or something like that. And for that, did I have string in there? I didn't look. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I've just been progressing along. Looks like I am going to have about 6 or 7 episodes where it's voiced over, just because I got a bunch of recording done while I had some free time, and now I'm trying to play catch up with the audio portion of it. I feel like you need audio. No one's going to sit here and watch a video with no audio, although this is really just for me. But even I can't sit through a video and not have any audio. I'll just get bored and start doing something else. So yes, in the beginning of this pack, you need a lot of wood. So just keep chopping wood all day long. Because you don't always need it just for crafting recipes, but once I get that coke oven going, I think in possibly the next episode, you're going to need a lot of charcoal. And then you need that charcoal to make steam. So you eventually want an automated tree farm. So yeah, the Natura cotton is what you want. This cotton is not as important, but that cotton can be made into the Natura cotton, which then the Natura cotton can be made into the Natura cotton seeds, which grows the Natura cotton that you need for string. Very long way of explaining that the cotton that I have in my inventory is not the right one, but is still sort of needed. Which, actually thinking about it, why even have that cotton, I guess, in this pack? Maybe there's a reason that I'm just not seeing, but it doesn't seem like you really even need that textile garden, really. I guess just to get your initial cotton. But couldn't you just plant, like, there's terrain generation with the Natura cotton plants already planted, right? Or am I thinking of something else? It's always fun watching crops grow. Pistachio sapling, huh? I like pistachios. So I'm not seeing string in this box. I do want to get into bees kind of early on. I'm not sure how early on I can get into bees, but I've never really done the bee thing. I started to do it on my last playthrough through this pack. Not really sure what I'm doing with it. I've gotten into industrial drones, I think, by breeding. But again, I don't really fully understand what I'm doing. So here's the hunger axe that I've been talking about. This is the quest you need. You need all these gardens. I've gotten most of them. Then you're going to need to get into the tofu, which comes from soy. And then here's all the meals you need to make. So these meals, it's almost best to set up that kitchen. What is it, Pam's Kitchen or whatever, that semi-automates making these foods, and just load it up with all the ingredients. So maybe I will do that here in a semi soonish episode, and get that going. Just make one of the village houses into like a little Pam's Harvest Craft kitchen, and just that's where I'll load up all my food. Maybe that seems like a good idea. I'll note that down. But yeah, the food in this game, the first, I don't know, for a while, food sucks in this pack. It is an actual challenge to stay full. In my last playthrough, I didn't learn about that healing axe for a while. But I also do like to play the game a little bit harder and make it harder on myself. Why, I have no idea. I'd like to do things the hard way, apparently. But I guess part of me putting myself out there, making these videos, is to engage with other people that like to play this pack and maybe have some insight. So please, if I am doing something that you think is inefficient or quote unquote wrong, leave me a comment. I'm always looking to learn new stuff. And I know I mentioned in the first episode that I want to start bringing some real life situations into this, maybe going over an item or a system or a machine in depth and relate it to a machine that's in real life that does a similar thing, or a product or an item that does a similar thing in real life. That might start after I get caught up with all these voiceovers, because in the beginning here, there's not much. I mean, well, I can go in depth on wheat, right? I guess I could do that. But I also, it's going to take me a little bit of time to do some research, because I don't want to give out fake news. Because I'm sure there's a ton of fact checkers out there that are waiting to tell somebody that they're wrong about something. So yeah, we're getting close to the end of the episode here. Just kind of going over what my plans are for episode 4. Just kind of looking at the quests that I need to complete. This quest is pretty important. It talks about covering your machines. Explosions are real in this pack. If you leave a machine out and it rains, it will blow up. If you put HV to an LV machine, it will blow up. There's nuclear reactors in this game that will blow up if you do something wrong, so always be careful. But anyways, that'll do it for episode 3. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on episode 4. Bye-bye.